Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You've reached the Boatrawker. You can call me Jeff if you want. It is April the 19th, 2022. I haven't posted a video since, well, it's probably late December. So we got January, February, 3 months. It's been about 3 months. A lot of stuff has happened in 3 months. Last time I posted a video, it was all about the COVID. Now it's all about the Ukraine or the whatever they say, you know. At any rate, I had a few things I've been thinking about these days that I kind of wanted to share. So one of the things I was thinking about is how I woke up, what woke me up in life. And it's kind of an interesting little story. I'll regale my tale to you, and you can take it or leave it. I guess it would have been about 25 years ago. I was living in Toronto, and I was working at the Art Gallery of Ontario in the security department. There was a staff of about 150 security guards, full-time, part-time, casual, that kind of thing. And it was a unionized position with the CAW, Canadian Auto Workers. Now, when I first started working there, it was excellent. There was a real family vibe going on, and it was like in the cultural mecca. The pay was good, you know, cross-department relationships were good. Everybody kind of got along with everybody. And the pay was great. The benefits were great. It was excellent. Yeah, a wonderful part of my life. After about probably 5 years, 6 years, the management decided that they wanted to hire a union buster for a manager. Like HR upper management wanted to hire a union buster for our department. They wanted to get rid of our union. So they hired a guy, Mike, I forget his last name. We'll call him Mike A-hole. That's about right. So this guy comes on, and he's the kind of guy that, like, fired for no good reason, trumped up causes, older men with, like, 3 months to retirement, you know, profoundly affecting their income. And, I've seen him do that more than once, you know. He was just a bastard, basically. So I was like, I'm not cool with this. Something's got to happen. We got to do something here. So I spoke to a lot of the staff. I was pretty well liked, and I spoke to the staff, and I was like, should I run for Chief Steward? And they're like, yeah, totally. That Chief Steward we had in time was totally in bed with management. Everybody knew it. It was just, he was part of the problem. So I ran for Chief Steward and won in a landslide and got the gig. So the other guy's out, I'm in. I immediately started grieving the management. The grievance process is like complaining formally because they were management was breaching agreed parts of our contract. And when they do that, if you don't know anything about unions, when they do that, you have to grieve it. You have to present a formal grievance and say, you broke this section of the contract, and we want this kind of reparations for it. So I was just like, everything they did that broke the contract, I was just grieving them like bananas. So they got tired of that real quick, and after about 3 months, they summarily fired me. They just walked in, and they were like, they called me into the office, and they said, you're fired, fight it. You don't like it? Fight it. So there was no cause. They just fired me because they could. And I was like, wow, that was shocking, actually. And then I was like, well, that's okay. You know, the union will take care of me. So I contacted the provincial rep for the CAW. And CAW was known to be a strong union. Like, they were like Stratton, you know? Like, so I thought I was in good shape. Oh, man, I was in for a wake-up job here. You know, I got a hold of this guy, and we started meeting, and it was okay and stuff. Oh, yeah, we'll take care. We'll manage this thing. And he was just talking the talk. But then the more we talked, the more he would be like, you know, you should really take their settlement. You know, it's probably a good thing for you. And, you know, you're going to do much better than if you got back to work, though, you know. And I'm like, why is he pushing this settlement thing? Push. He wasn't, you know, backing me up or defending me. So anyway, he still said, oh, yeah, it's all good and stuff. And then it got to arbitration. That's where there's like a arbiter there, and it was a judgment. And, dude, they threw me under the bus. All the talking was out the window. He sat right there while they nailed me to the proverbial cross, man. The arbiter was in on it. He was hooked up with management. The provincial rep, he was hooked up with management. You could just tell, man, they were all in on it. And it was crooked. And I was just completely just stunned. It floored me. So they upheld the termination, and I was on the spot, and I was just like, so I had to take their settlement. And that was the end of my job. So that woke me up, man. Like, after that, I went home and I was like thinking about that one for, a couple months, right? Let that sink in. And then the next thing that really sealed the deal for me is I was looking online to download a film. I think it was Angels and Demons or something like that. Remember when the Da Vinci Code? It was the Da Vinci Code. That's it. So I was downloading the Da Vinci Code, and I looked it up on a torrent, Da Vinci Code, and I downloaded it. But when I opened it up and went to play it, it was Alex Jones' Police State, and I didn't even know who Alex Jones was at that time. So I was like, I'll watch this, I opened it, and it wasn't the movie I wanted, so I continued watching, and I was just like, whoa, that's basically what they did to me, in the Union at the gallery. So that really woke me up. After I saw that, I was like, okay, I get it. And I could not unsee anything from that point on. And it's just been a learning experience from that point on. But it was a couple of coincidental events in my life that really kind of opened it up, and I'm very grateful for it. But there you go. So that's my boring spiel about how I became awake. And I'm glad I did. So anyway, this is the Boatrawker. I'm going to jet, like, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.